Today, we're diving into an exciting development that could revolutionize how we use our smartphones in emergencies. We're talking about Samsung's anticipated satellite connectivity feature, possibly making its debut with the Galaxy S25. If you remember, Apple introduced satellite connectivity with the iPhone 14, allowing users to send emergency messages when they're out of cellular range. Samsung fans were hoping for a similar feature in the Galaxy S23 and the Galaxy S24, but it didn't happen. Now the rumors are back, and it looks like the Galaxy S25 might finally bring this game-changing feature to life. So what exactly is this satellite connectivity feature? Essentially, it's a way to connect to emergency services and send messages when you're out of range or not connected to a mobile network. This could be a lifesaver in critical situations. According to findings by Android Authority, the satellite connectivity feature was spotted in the stock emergency SOS messages and phone apps through some interesting code strings. Here's what they found: emergency SOS. Emergency text via satellite. If you call emergency services when you're out of range or not connected to a mobile network, we'll connect you via satellite so you can send an emergency text. Samsung Messages, satellite mode not supported. Samsung Messages doesn't support satellite messaging. To send and receive texts via satellite, you need to make Google Messages your default messaging app. Samsung Phone, you're in satellite mode. You can send text messages, including to 911. Emergency calls may still connect if a mobile network is available near you. You can send and receive text messages in satellite mode. Emergency calls may still connect if a mobile network is available near you. These snippets were found in version 15.500.14 of the Emergency SOS app, version 15.510.39 of the Samsung Messages app, and version 15.280 of the stock Samsung Phone app. It's clear that Samsung is working on integrating this feature deeply into their software. Now let's talk hardware. The Exynos 2400 chipset, which powers Samsung's latest devices, already features NTN or non-terrestrial network support. However, Samsung decided not to activate this feature in previous models. According to TM Rowe, the head of Samsung's mobile division, they're waiting for the satellite connectivity ecosystem to mature before rolling out to consumers. It's understandable why some Samsung fans might feel a bit skeptical, especially after the rumors surrounding the Galaxy S23 and Galaxy S24 didn't pan out. But it seems Samsung hasn't given up on this feature yet. With the tech ecosystem evolving and the Exynos 2400 chipset's capabilities, we might see satellite connectivity on the Galaxy S25 early next year. Imagine the possibilities. Whether you're hiking in remote areas, sailing, or traveling where cellular networks are sparse, this feature could ensure that you stay connected during emergencies. It's a significant step towards making smartphones even more indispensable in our daily lives. So what does this mean for you, the consumer? Well, for starters, it adds another layer of safety and reliability to your smartphone. It's not just about cool features anymore. It's about making sure you have the tools you need in critical situations. And if we compare this with the competition, it's clear that Samsung is not just playing catch-up with Apple, but is aiming to provide a robust and mature satellite connectivity solution. The focus is on ensuring that when this feature arrives, it's fully functional and reliable. We can expect more details to surface as we get closer to the Galaxy S25 launch. Samsung's track record of innovations keeps us excited about what's next. This feature could potentially save lives and redefine our expectations of smartphone capabilities. That's it for today. What are your thoughts on Samsung's upcoming satellite connectivity feature? Could this be a game changer for you? Let us know in the comments section. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. As always, see you in the next video. In just a few months' time, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will succeed the iPhone 15 Pro Max and take on the mantle as the best and most advanced iPhone out there. Although there's plenty of time until September and a lot can change, we seem to know a lot about the upcoming top iPhone model based on rumors and leaks. How is the iPhone 16 Pro Max shaping up against its predecessor? What's changing and what's staying the same? Let's see how the iPhone 16 Pro Max shapes up against the current best iPhone Apple has in its roster. First up, let's talk about design and size. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will inherit the same design language as the iPhone 15 Pro Max, employing the same titanium frame with a completely flat screen. The major difference between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be size. The upcoming iPhone screen will grow to 6.9 inches across, a significant bump over the iPhone 15 Pro Max's 6.7-inch display. To achieve this, they're likely shrinking the bezels down even further and making the phone itself slightly larger overall. As per the rumors, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will measure 163mm in height and 77.58mm in width versus 159.9mm and 76.7mm for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, respectively. A small but notable change, all things considered. The iPhone 15 Pro Max debuted with an action button instead of a mute switch and a USB Type-C port at the bottom, so those two features will be carrying over to the newer model as well. However, the iPhone 16 series will be scoring another button, dubbed the Capture button. Colors-wise, the iPhone 15 Pro Max was available in 4 understated and titanium-inspired colors. We've heard that Apple might use another titanium processing technique that will make the iPhone 16 Pro Max glossier and also more capable of retaining colors. Moving on to display differences. As mentioned, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come along with a significantly larger display, measuring at 6.9 inches across. Aside from the size, when you don't clearly expect any other major changes, we're certainly getting a liquid Retina XDR display with an OLED panel delivering superb colors, contrast, and exceptional maximum brightness. The screen will support 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate, making scrolling through the interface and on-screen content way smoother. Now let's delve into performance and software. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will feature a second-generation 3nm chip, possibly dubbed Apple A18 Pro. As one can imagine, we expect that the Apple A18 Pro will have better performance than the Apple A17 Pro. Due to the heavily rumored focus on AI for both iOS and the iPhone 16 range, we expect that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come with a much improved neural engine to take care of all the generative AI features. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will also be a first to debut iOS 18 with a focus on artificial intelligence features. The new iPhone 16 Pro Max will also support faster Wi-Fi 7 and a more power-efficient 5G modem, keeping you future-proofed on the connectivity front. Let's talk about the camera. As the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivers a host of important camera features, chief among which is the new 120mm telephoto lens, the iPhone 16 Pro Max could finally address one of the forgotten cameras that hasn't recently scored any significant overhauls, the ultra-wide. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple will be introducing a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. When it comes to audio quality, iPhone Pro Max devices are always up there with the best, setting the benchmarks for all other manufacturers to measure up against. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be no exception. The same generally applies to haptics too. iPhones are arguably the best devices when it comes to haptic feedback, giving us precise and accurate vibrations that are sufficiently strong yet not overpowering. Lastly, battery life and charging. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will reportedly feature a much larger 4,676 mAh battery compared to the 4,422 mAh battery in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Charging-wise, we haven't heard anything about a potential charging speed increase, but we hope to see one on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So far, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be a logical improvement to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, delivering key upgrades in important areas like screen size, performance, AI, and battery life. Thus far, we haven't heard anything particular about a potential price increase, so it's safe to assume that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will start at $1,199 for the 256GB version. Of course, if there's an iPhone 15 Pro Max in your pocket, then you'll probably have few reasons to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Stay tuned for more updates on the iPhone 16 Pro Max as we get closer to its release date. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching. Until next time.